Six Sages Gaming is brought to you by GamersGauntlet.net. Check them out for all your singles, sealed product, and playmats.
Alright guys, welcome to another Six Sages Gaming Deck Spotlight, brought to you by GamersGauntlet.net and Ultimate Guard. This week we're going to be featuring a mono-white Soul Sisters build using Faria, the Chosen Girl, the new ruler from Battle for Adaratica. This is just a little overview of the deck here, and I will go through the cards one by one in just a second. Alright, here's the ruler that we're using for the deck. It's Memoria of the Seven Lands. Front side doesn't really do anything. Judgments for 4. You flip it though, it becomes Faria, the Chosen Girl. She also gains the name Faria, the ruler of the God Sword, in addition to her other names, and that's relevant because we are playing Excaliburs. She has a load of text on there. The most important which is, as it enters your field, if you control one call to actions Memoria, you destroy up to one target resonator. If you control 4 call to actions Memoria, you destroy all resonators your opponents control. On top of that, whenever you gain life, you put a +1/+1 counter on each J resonator you control. So we got 4 Excalibur here, the God Sword. The reason we're playing it is not only does it give your J ruler target attack, but you can tap it before you J activate to give your ruler imperishable, which will help prevent your opponent from Black Moon beaming your Faria Chosen Girl before you can do anything fancy with it. We're also playing 3 Laevateinn. Laevateinn just give our J ruler swiftness, and you can also banish it to give imperishable. Playing 4 Light Sprite. We want to be able to gain life on command, and this is a evasion creature that will let us do that. When we have J activated Faria the Chosen Girl, just tapping the Light Sprite will give us a +1/+1 counter on each of our J resonators, so that's very important. Playing 4 Life Profiteering Priest. It's a 1 mana 2/4, which is pretty decent. And then whenever another resonator comes into play, we gain 200 life. Life gain is kind of the theme of this deck, so this is pretty important. Playing 4 Percival, Seeker of the Holy Grail. Running 7 Regalia and a fairly decent amount of Knights of the Round Table, so this should hit almost every time we cast it. On top of that, preventing all the damage to our J ruler would be good as well. Running 2 Galahad, just another Knight of the Round Table that gains its life when it attacks, and when it dies, it rests a resonator. Running 2 Sacred Knight of the South. Only 2 of this one because the vulnerability it has to cards such as Space-Time Anomaly or Demon Flame. It gains you life when a J ruler enters the field, and then whenever you gain life, it gives all your gives her +0/+2 until end of turn, which isn't the best, but having a trigger to gain life when you activate your J ruler is really important, because it's just free +1/+1 counters when Faria comes into play. Playing 4 Gawain. It's a 2 mana 3/7 that's really decent, and it's really good on offense and defense, tapping resonators when it blocks or attacks. 4 Sacred Knight of the North. This one is a little bit better than the South one. Not only does it survive stuff like Demon Flame and Space-Time Anomaly, but it buffs the front side, as well as gaining life when a J ruler comes into play. So multiple of the Sacred Knights, either North and South, in any combination, when Faria enters the field, will just put a bunch of counters on all your dudes when she comes into play. And we got 1 Invigoration of the Winged Lord. It's kind of like an overrun effect, giving all your giant guys, after you've J activated, flying, so you can just OTK them. 3 Order of the Sacred Queen, because it's like the white sprint, at least that's what we like to call it here at Six Sages Gaming. Tap a dude and give all your guys +4/+4 is pretty solid for 3 mana. have a 1 of Bedivere that we can get off of the Percival, and just being able to remove something like Celestial Winged Seraph with it is really, really nice tech to have in your main deck. And then 4 Boars, and this guy is just a huge guy. Comes into play, gives a knight +4/+4, and then when he attacks, he gives a knight +4/+4. That knight could be himself too, so on 4, he can be a 10/10 attacker. And that's it for the Soul Sisters deck. I hope you guys like it. This deck was helped put together by Andrew Moffat, a local at Gamers Gauntlet, and I hope you guys put it together and try it out at your locals. Thanks.
Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit that like button and leave us a comment with what you thought of the video. Don't forget to subscribe to Six Sage Gaming and check out some of the deck spotlights, duel series, and Force of Community videos that are already on the channel. We also have a Facebook and a Twitter, so feel free to find us there. Lastly, if you have a deck that you would like featured in a video, be sure to drop us a comment below. Until next time, take it easy.